Women, this law will affect you greatly. Women, this law will affect you greatly. What's up, everybody? My name is Kier, and you are watching The Important Things That Really Matter. Today, we're going to be talking about women. This law will affect you greatly. What law are we talking about? We're talking about the law of reaping and sowing. And we're going to be talking about a woman. Fair use, first of all, before I go into it, let's say fair use, fair use, fair use. We're going to be talking about a lady who didn't realize, didn't know about the law of reaping and sowing. This particular woman ended up destroying her family. She ended up missing out on a very large sum of money, all because she didn't know about the law of reaping and sowing. So what is the law of reaping and sowing states? The law of reaping and sowing is what your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your great-great-great-grandmother, and great-grandfather knew about. It is a law that's in the New Testament. It is a law that's in the Old Testament. It is a law that basically says, whatsoever man or woman soweth, that shall they also reap. That means that whatever good things you do to other people, whatever good things you do to others, that goodness, good things will come back to you. But it also means that whatever evil things that you do to others, those evil things will come back to you also. It can come back to you in terms of sickness, disease. It can come back to you in terms of health problems. It can come back to you in terms of financial problems. It can come back to you in terms of all hell breaking loose in any and all areas of your life. There are a lot of people right now that may be going through all types of hell right now. And they're going through all types of hell right now, not because stuff that's happened out of the blue. They may be going through all types of hell right now based upon stuff that they have done to people in the past. And so now we're going to talk about a woman who didn't realize about or didn't know about the law of reaping and sowing. So anyway, there was this particular woman. This particular woman, she had got married. So there was a guy that was a good guy, a good African-American guy, had a good paying job, wasn't bad looking, treated this woman very nice, loved this woman, taking care of this woman. And let me tell you what ended up happening. Guy sat up here and married this woman, was taking care of her, looking after her. He started noticing his wife didn't want to come home. He's like, wait a minute, we just got married. So why are you out in the street? When you're married, you're not supposed to be in the street. She basically, in a nutshell, told him she does what she wants to do and don't no man tell her what to do except for her father. And so it got so bad that the man said he kept talking to his wife over and over again about being in the street. Kept talking to his wife over and over again. Remember what I said before. This man was a good man. This man had a good paying job, was not a bad looking guy. And this man really and truly loved the woman. He was a good guy that was taking care of his family, taking care of this woman, anticipating having a good life with her. But it wasn't long after they got married before she was in the street. Now, in a way, it's kind of like his fault. It's his fault because he should have noticed this stuff before he married her. But anyway, so what had happened was the guy kept talking to his wife over and over again. You need to stay out of the street. You need to stay out of the street. When are you going to come home? I'm looking after you. I'm taking care of you. And once again, the woman, like, she can do what she basically was telling this guy in a nutshell, she does what she wants to do. And so it got so bad that the guy started going to her mother, his wife's mother. Went to his wife's mother, said, ma'am, listen, I done talked to your daughter over and over again about being in the street. She is married now. She is not supposed to be in the street. She's supposed to be home with me, taking care of me. He talked to her mother. Would you please talk to your daughter for me? Then he ended up having to talk to her again. Would you please talk to your daughter for me? And ain't no telling how many times he didn't talk to his wife. There's no telling how many times this man had talked to his to his wife's mother about talking to his wife about her behavior and being in the street. And the wild thing about it was her girlfriends were helping her to stay in the street. Part of the reason why her girlfriends were helping her to stay in the street is because they didn't have no steady guy, okay? So her girlfriends, are jealous of the fact that somebody married her and nobody wanted to marry them. And so they're gonna help her throw a monkey wrench into her marriage by assisting her in staying in the street, knowing that it's gonna piss the husband off. So they were encouraging her to stay out in the street over and over again. So the husband of this woman got tired of talking to her behind about staying in the street. He got tired of talking to his wife's mother about talking to his wife, which is her daughter, for staying in the street. He got tired of that. What did this man do? He's like, I done had enough of this. The man went home one day, got the life insurance policy out, started erasing her name off of the life insurance policy. Okay, you want to stay in the street? This nice life insurance policy, he's erasing her name off of the life insurance policy and put his son's name in the life insurance policy, okay? All of this because she wouldn't want to keep her ass out in the street. She didn't want to come home and look after him. So anyway, as what ended up happening was, because she was in the street, the man just basically said in a nutshell, he didn't had enough of dealing with her, and they broke up. So guess what ended up happening? What ended up happening was, as she was still in the street with her girlfriends, she started noticing that her girlfriends started seeing different men. And these girlfriends were having stable relationships. Well, her girlfriends knew, oh, I'm not gonna have my butt out in the street and mess up my relationship, even though the girlfriends help her to destroy her relationship by keeping her in the street. So she was trying to keep them in the street. She was like, hey, come on, stay out here with me. She's like, no, girl, I gotta go home to my man. I gotta take care of him. I gotta cook him something to eat and then give him some afterward. And all her girlfriends met guys that ended up being in a stable, long-term relationship, significantly long-term relationship. So they running home to spend time with their men now, and she was left out there in the street. Then she sits up here and realizes, dang, I better see if I can try to hook back up with my ex-husband again. Because now all of her girlfriends have found men, and now they don't want to be in the street no more. Okay? So anyway, she goes, tries to get back with the ex-husband. The ex-husband, like, okay, we'll hang, all right. Start screwing around with him again. Once again, she destroyed her own marriage. Anyway, she think everything's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be great again. Now she want to act right after she was in the street and basically destroyed her own marriage. Well, anyway, they weren't seeing each other for too long before he expired. Okay? So she's crying and boo-hooing and crying and boo-hooing even more. What ended up happening? Well, she remembered, oh, that's right. He got this insurance policy. Oh, I forget. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please like, please share. Please share. It's very important that you share this video with other people. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Okay, back to the story. Well, the woman didn't know about the law of reaping and sowing. She didn't want to look after her husband. So, basically, in a nutshell, she destroyed her marriage. So she gets back with her husband again. And so what ended up happening is, one person told me, well, yeah, she's crying and boohooing. And I said, yeah, it's real sad. I'm sorry that the guy had expired and whatnot. And I'm really, really sorry about it. And the person was telling me, oh, she's crying more about not just him expiring. She's crying more about all the money she missed out on. I said, what money did she miss out on? The person told me, once again, fair use. I said, what money is this that she missed out on? Well, number one, she pretty much destroyed her marriage because she couldn't keep her behind out of the street. And because she couldn't keep her behind out of the street, and because her ex-husband got tired of talking to her, and the ex-husband got tired of talking to this woman's mother, he said, I know what I do. He went home, he pulled out the insurance policy, erased her name off of the insurance policy, put his son's name on the insurance policy. So, guess how much money was in the insurance policy? $100,000. $100,000 that this woman missed out on because she couldn't keep her ass out of the street. She destroyed her marriage. She missed out on a $100,000 life insurance policy. She's now realizing the law of reaping and sowing. Okay, the son of her ex-husband got $100,000, and I don't think he gave her a dime. I don't think he gave this woman a dime because he knew that his father was having all types of problems out of this woman because she couldn't keep her ass out of the street. And now you see the active version of the law of reaping and sowing. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and peace.